Your taxpayer dollars working hard for you. Funding terror. That's right. How about that? Your tax dollars funding terror. You like that? Yeah. Billions in taxpayer dollars have been stolen in the state of Minnesota. State of Minnesota under Governor Tim Walz. Okay. And again, people are saying it's just the Minnesota taxpayers. No. The feds kick in for this as well. You got Democratic state officials, one of the most generous welfare regimes in the country. This fraud was perpetrated by members of Minnesota's Somali community. I'm going to throw this out here, and I don't want people to be racist or this. Listen, okay, I have no problem with immigrants into this country. I don't. For the life of me, I don't know why we would be mass, in essence, importing people from a certain climate, certain region, then moving them to this region. None of these people really want to be American at all. My first experience landing in Minnesota, this was actually for the Republican National Convention back, when Romney. No, I'm sorry, McCain. McCain was running for president at 2008. Yeah. Anyway, my first time in Minnesota, I land at the airport. Everything I had to do, I go to get. I'm dealing with people in burqas. I'm dealing with people, and I'm like, what? It's like, did they drop me off in the wrong country here? And I'm scratching my head on this back then at that point in time. And again, I get it. Okay, this, why are you here? Why are you here? Why come here? And there are other areas of the world that you would feel more comfortable. I'm just saying. I mean, when you have people feel more comfortable than places that they embrace burqas. That's their thing. Anyway, neither here nor there. Okay. Federal counterterrorism sources confirm that millions and millions of dollars in stolen funds have been sent back to Somalia, where they have gone to the terror group al-Shabaab. Okay. The largest funder of al-Shabaab is the Minnesota taxpayer, and of course, the American taxpayer, because we help kick in as well. Who is al-Shabaab? It's an al-Qaeda linked Islamist insurgent and terror group. It has been designated as a foreign terrorist organization. Was in 2008. It is considered one of the world's most lethal and wealthiest al-Qaeda affiliates. The goal is to overthrow the government of Somalia, eliminate foreign influence, establish a greater Somalia under a strict interpretation of Sharia law. The group employs a range of tactics, including suicide bombings, complex assaults on hotels, assassinations, and use of improvised explosive devices. They target government, security forces, peacekeepers, civilians, including aid workers and journalists. Now, again, your tax dollars are funding them. They looked into this and they said what happens when a tribal mindset meets a bleeding heart bureaucracy, when imported clan loyalties collide with a political class too timid to offend, and when the accusations of racism are cynically deployed to shield criminal behavior. The predictable result is graft with taxpayers left to foot the bill. And it goes on. There's so many different fraud programs with all of the welfare and everything that's handed out. It's amazing to me, though. Again, they were the scam that they were using with kids with autism, everything that was pulled off to fund a terror group here in the United States with tax dollars. Where's Pam Bondi on this? Where's ICE on this? It could be me calling me crazy, but shouldn't these people be thrown the hell out of the country? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. Okay, you mean to tell me that this group, the ones that are perpetrating this fraud, that they're contributing more to the body politic here in the United States than could be me calling me crazy. Maybe some of this immigrants we could be getting from South America that just so happen maybe are Catholic. Just throwing that out there. Throwing it out there. You think that might, I don't know, could be, why not get ICE out of the couple Home Depot lots, and why don't you send them there to Minnesota? Well, why aren't you squashing this? I'm trying to get my arms around this, quite frankly. And again, I get into it. The amount of fraud, the amount that has been stolen, it's insane. And not only that, it was a recent case where people are getting caught with this fraud, and liberal judges in Minnesota, after being convicted by a jury, are letting them go. I don't know what's going on up in that state. I don't know. I guess serious woke mind virus is obviously completely taken over. Yeah, at some point in time, because we kick all our federal dollars to Washington D.C. Then Washington D.C. starts shooting around the country. Shouldn't these funds be cut off from Washington going to these states if they can't manage their own books? And this is happening. I mean, for crying out loud, we're funding terror groups now with autism money, housing money, you name it. WatchdogOnWallStreet.com.